I definitely don't claim to be a professional, but if you don't know what you're doing, don't try this at home.
Welcome. On today's episode, we're going to be cutting up these two barrels. We're going to be making burn pits. A friend of mine does hot coal firewalks, for those people who can walk on hot coals and don't get injured. So we're going to cut these barrels in half and make 4 individual burn barrels so he can make the coals and lay them out to do the firewalks. Let's get going. These barrels have the lids clamped on. So the bottom is part of the barrel, but the top is not. So we're going to take the wire brush and clean some of this paint off. And we're going to put tack welds all around this to hold this on. So when we cut the barrel in half, we have 2 burn pits. "34 inches. Which means 17 is halfway. Just going to mark this barrel all the way around at 17. Get a roll of masking tape and connect the dots. Now you can leave the masking tape on while you cut it. Some people like to do that. I like to draw the line on, lay the barrel over, and then cut it with the whiz wheel. But you can do whatever you like. Luckily for me, these don't have to be exact because this barrel is pretty dented. I plan on tack welding these rings back onto the outside of these half barrels just to give them a little more rigidity. Because when there's a hot fire burning in here, these are going to be a lot more malleable than they are currently. This ring is galvanized steel. You don't ever want to weld galvanized steel, especially if you can avoid it. I'm going to be using my respirator. I have both ends of the shop doors open. I have the exhaust fans on. You definitely don't want to breathe this stuff in. It's very toxic. the idea is to weld these on the side so we have a pivot point. So once the burn barrel gets full of hot coals, we can then dump it out into a wheelbarrow and walk it over to where it needs to go. This barrel measures 71 all the way around, so we split the difference, 35 and a half. Make our mark. And that's where the other one's going, right there, on the direct opposite side. I'm going to use these to brace up the pivot points, because when this barrel gets hot again, she's going to get a little soft, so got to brace it up. That's what I'm talking about. Just to brace that up to give it just a little more strength. Fresh load of 4x4s. Now, that guy's got some loud exhaust. Woo! Turned out to be a pretty good day today. A little overcast, but the sun's trying to peek through. I'll take it. Believe it or not, I do know the measurements inside my head. I have them written down somewhere, but it'll all make sense when it's done. Last one. Sounds like somebody's trying to blow up their motorcycle in the distance. Got it all cut up. So I got to get this load of wood over to the other side of my house, but the ground is very, very soggy, and if I put a vehicle over there, then we know what's going to happen. It's going to make a mess. Luckily, I designed something for just the occasion. This is the pusher. Fully adjustable trailer hitch ball. Put the trailer on it, and we can take the trailer over to the other side of the yard without making a huge mess. So we have to notch these 4x4s so they fit together in a cross pattern. In order to do that, I was going to start on the table saw here, when I noticed I only had one of these 90-degree guides. So I just spent maybe the last hour or so making another guide so I can put on the table saw. We're going to clamp the piece of wood in and we're going to get cutting. There's one, 7 to go. As you can see, I have a lot of work ahead of me. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4 more to go. I'm not going to bore you with the details or even make you watch it, as long as you feel for me. Well, that took a minute, but I got all 4 of the bases done. Okay, I got this 1.5-inch bit in the drill here. I'm going to drill some holes in the 4x4s, just big enough for the handles of those burn barrels, so they can be supported. Well, that took forever. 1. 2. 3. 4. 4. Number 5. Okay, there's number 6. Number 7. That's number 8. There's gotta be a better way. I think we're gonna need a bigger weapon. That works. This is kind of what we're looking for. But the handle of the barrel goes in there. That's what I'm looking for. Nice. Made this little template so I know how to mark the holes very quickly and efficiently. Now we get to drilling. So I have this other board set up on the ground here, and that drill bit is just long enough to squeak through there, so I can mark the bottom board. Then I take it off and drill that as well. I got 7-inch lag bolts to get these bolted together. Okay, well here it is. The game plan anyways. Burn the wood in here, get the hot coals going. Once it's all said and done, bring your wheelbarrow up to the front. I'm going to weld a little handle on here so you can just dump out the hot coals. That's it. 3 more to go. Just as an added safety precaution so these don't slip out, I'm attaching a stainless steel mending plate with 2 screws. These can be taken apart very easily. but with that mending plate in there, it's not going to come apart. I'm also going to use these galvanized ties for a little extra added strength. You get the picture. I'm going to finish these braces up. Be right back. This barrel was a perfect height to use this saw. I like it. But unfortunately, now we got to cut this barrel up. Ow! Spark went in the glove. Ow! Nice. And just like that, I'm out of welding gas. Well, that definitely took longer than expected. Turns out I had to stop at the bank and take out a second mortgage just to afford the gas. Wow, that welds so much better with gas. So this second barrel, I don't have any of the rings because I welded them both onto the first barrel. So I think I'm going to try to bend up some rebar to give this some more rigidity because it is pretty flimsy already. So that's the game plan. got this bent up pretty good by hand. It's obviously not a perfect circle, but it's going to be just fine for this. Now we got to stretch it over the barrel. Start welding. It isn't the prettiest thing, but it'll get the job done. How you guys doing today? Drop it down in the comments. Pretty good day today. Now I'm going to bend it up. I'm not going to make you watch that. You can rewind the video if you want to watch me bend the first one, because I'm going to do the same thing to the second one. I almost forgot. We got to weld a piece on here so we have a handle to dump this barrel when the coals are ready to go. Get out the old eyeball 5000. Grab the handle, dump out the coals. I ended up screwing some blocks extra as braces to help sturdy them up. Got the burn barrels all welded up, all done. My friend Travis is the one who requested these. He has a wedding to do. They want to do a fire walk during the wedding. So he's going to paint them white, I guess, and see how that goes. So I'm not going to paint them. they're finished just how they are. What did I learn? That was fun. I had a good time. I had a good time building those. I learned that it stinks to run out of welding gas. Also, welding gas is very expensive nowadays. So, all I have to say is thanks for watching and tune in for the next one.